I've been tearing tissues, man, with blood.
You're bleeding out of a tissue hole?
I've been very dried out, so yeah, my nose has been bleeding.
Yeah, you got a little gin blossom on it right now.
Yeah, my face is all fucked up.
Bummer.
I've been sick. You've been sick. Becker's hungover. We're
Becker's
really wearing it this weekend.
He's lurid
the work
red.
in.
Why are you the
Dude.
color of the devil's henchman?
Well, because I got the drunkest I've been since I was maybe 16 at the Circa pool.
Mm-hmm.
We were in there for 7 hours, and we didn't stop drinking the whole time.
7 hours of hell.
Dude, we got fucked. Nobody in the group of 4 guys knows how we got out of there or back to the hotel.
No one brought any sunscreen, that's for sure.
Nope.
You look like when they, like a couple days after they take the Hellboy make-off off of Perlman, you look like that color of skin.
Dude, my scalp is as burnt as you were worried about it getting every time we've ever been anywhere.
Look at you.
I'm fucked. It
You're
hurts.
terrible. You're a bad guy.
I have like a second asshole now and bruises up and down my spine from going kart racing on Saturday because I was hell-bent on winning.
I told you maybe get a nose piercing. No, you got a second asshole.
Yeah,
that
dude.
is a Vegas bachelor party bacchanal.
It's a huge faux pas. Everyone knows you get the nose piercing, you get the matching like wolf pack tattoo. You know, maybe you guys all, go 4 ways on a prostitute and promise not to tell. But you don't go kart racing to the point where you rip your bag.
It ruled. It was so much fun. And then when we got done with the third race, me and my buddy were in the bathroom, and I was like, hey, man, am I bleeding? And bent over with my butt out. And he was screaming, laughing, like, you have a new asshole.
There you
Guys,
are.
look.
36 years old. You're bent over in a family funplex in the bathroom. Not even the stall, just right by the sink. Letting your
we were
buddy
the only ones in
check
there.
your gape. You were doing whippets in there.
We were the only ones in there. No whippets. No whippets this weekend. Just hash.
Jacob.
And then
Jacob,
one day of too much booze.
Look, I loathe to tell the listener, but this is one of the few episodes where Jake Becker is receiving his big time star moment. So Lund's sick, his face is out of sorts, I'm ill and generally over looking at anyone's face or hearing anyone talk.
Mm-hmm.
So what we have here is the big pink star. It's the war god Mars, and he's here to tell us his tale.
Yeah. Well, we got there.
Who's
there
we
Friday.
and where are you?
It was me, my buddy Geik, who's getting married.
My dirty Geik.
My buddy Clem, who's this small Asian man that I grew up with.
Asian Clem, white Geik.
White Geik, and then White Runko. And we all got there.
Hey,
Runko
real
got
quick,
there late as
if
fuck,
you're
but-
lying about this whole weekend and it was some crazy lie you concocted to make us feel like you were cool, you can say so right now. Because if you're telling me that you and Guy can Clem and Runko raised hell, it's hard for me as the listener's proxy to believe you.
We really didn't raise that much hell. That's what I was going to say. Like, we took it easy till all of a sudden we didn't.
They all have names like when you've played through Pokemon Red 100 times. These are all names that you give for your rival by your 101st playthrough.
Yeah, their names are Billy, Josh, and Zach, but I've never called them that. Yeah.
Okay.
Boring.
Yeah.
Stupid.
So we all got there Friday night and like ate a bunch of food and then stayed up till 3 a.m. just like
Las Vegas, by the way, listener.
shooting the shit in the room. So that
Where
was
were you, Mandalay Bay?
nice. No, we were at the Luxor, which was surprisingly nice.
Well, yeah, any hotel / casino that you can ride down like a slide is probably going to be more, affordable for the men on the go.
It was, the room we were in, both of them were like brand new carpet, new everything.
Have we ever told that story of when Lund set the Guinness World Record for mooning the most amount of people in 30 seconds? He went to the peak of the Luxor and he dropped trow, and then he just slid past all the windows for 105 stories. Yeah, and Guinness, they gave him the ribbon when he got to the bottom.
I was the opposite of you, Becker. Instead of a new asshole, I rubbed mine clean.
I just erased it.
That's why his butthole is
filled up,
still
yeah.
smooth. He has reverse Barbie genitalitis, but for his butthole.
But yeah, we were getting up at like 8 o'clock in the morning to go to the racetrack the next morning. So we took it real easy and then got up early, went to the racetrack.
What does taking it real easy look like for you and Geik and
Well, they all had like
and Tosser?
2 or 3 beers, and I smoked like a gram of hash in the hotel room while we just chatted and caught up. I mean, I hadn't seen Billy in like 4 years.
Hey,
I haven't seen Josh
no
in
Billy.
probably 7.
Please use the
Runko.
names.
I haven't seen Runko in probably like 4.
Yeah,
I haven't seen him in 4 years, and I haven't
Probably because
seen
he's
Clem.
been a mercenary in Mozambique, I'm guessing. He's out there manhunting.
He's like a construction manager for a major
Runko
company.
kills, Runko fucks. That's what
He
he
does.
says.
Dude, he's the manliest man I knew growing up. Bad man. Brands all over him now from college, which is hilarious because he's fat and hairy now. So
Brands, what's he have, like the Orbitz gum logo on his body?
he's got like his number and all kinds of stuff. It's wild. It's a real wild scene when he takes his shirt off.
And you're always like, hey, take your shirt off, Runko. Show him the white rhino.
We all forgot until we were at the pool, and it was like, oh yeah, you were crazy.
Huh. Okay, so Runko has a couple of pops. You're smoking hash.
Yeah, we all just shot the
Clem's
shit, caught
warring.
up, told each other about like the friends that we still stay in touch with that everybody else doesn't. We're laughing at people, making
Tell
fun
him
of
about
friends.
Andy.
Oh yeah, that was a fun.
Caught him up.
That was fun. That was a real fun story. But I also
they were all like, huh.
They're all on their
They don't
second
know.
marriages, so I got to hear about all that.
They don't get that you're
They
a
don't know
pleasure
anything
seeker.
because they don't listen to Chubby Behemoth. They listen to Broke Down Garage.
No, none of them listen to any of this shit. Yeah,
Too busy going to the rebar store,
yeah.
getting a refund.
Raising
getting some new
kids.
fence posts. Hey, which of these lumbers will burn the fastest? What room? I don't know. Bunk beds, Maybe a very expensive gaming chair. Hell, I don't know. Maybe every PS5 game, even though they just play the damn Spider-Man. Maybe that's in the room. Which one of these will fucking go up? That's what they're up to.
That is very accurate. So we went racing.
So which of the I'm digging a well. I'm digging a well in the backyard. Which of these stones is the most resistant to shrill screams? Because if I wanted to throw something down there, whether it be a puppy or the person who never walked the puppy, so it shit all over my rug. You know how hard it is to find a St. Louis Cardinals throw rug? Anyway, okay. So you're hanging out with some family annihilators.
Yep.
Okay.
We go racing in the morning. My buddy
Race
Geik
war.
pulls off early in the first race. I can't catch him. I'm pissed.
You're furious. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're pouting.
No,
You're shaking.
not pouting or shaking, just like excited to go
You're-
in for the next 2 races. 'cause
You're
it's best
talking
2
about
out of
how
3.
your kart was American made and how since 2003 these go-karts have a different cylinder system. So really it's not your fault, it's the engineering.
No, it was that we were on the track with 35 other people who weren't great drivers.
Whoa,
so they'd get in a
bunch of
position and
clams.
drive like idiots so you couldn't pass or do anything.
That's too many people. That's so many people to deal with and be annoyed by.
It was a blast. But then we took a break because it was hot as fuck. So we took a break, got water, chilled.
God, I bet it was hot in there.
Yeah, and then the group we raced with for the second and third races were all like a group of locals. There was maybe like one other group of guys that were visiting there, so they all knew how to drive.
I
And
bet
we
it
went
smelled
back
so
out.
bad in there.
Oh, dude, it was outside.
Go-kart dorks in the heat of Las Vegas, outdoors.
It ruled.
Oh,
No
those
stink.
carts must have been so sticky.
They weren't sticky. It was they were like hard they weren't sticky at all. I beat the fuck out of my body. But then so
Bad
the second
company.
and third race, I was like, I don't care how fast I have to drive. I'm fucking winning.
I don't care if I die
Yeah,
here today.
I'm winning.
that brake pedal will not be touched.
I had to use the shit out of the brakes. They were super carts, so I had to drive correctly. But I was Clem and Runco were too motion sick after the second race to do the third race.
Because you poisoned them.
And they watched, and Clem was like, dude, even after the first corner, I like slapped Billy and was like, yo, watch Becker. This is insane. He's driving like a fucking maniac.
Oh, God.
You did this silver spray paint on your mouth.
Witness me!
I'm either going to the podium or Valhalla.
And then we went to Fremont because Geik wanted to learn how to play blackjack and didn't want to be at the expensive tables. So we went over there, and we went over to get those Huey Magoo chicken tenders that I love so much.
Yes, you love those hilariously named tenders.
They're so good. And then...
So after you committed like miniature vehicular homicide over and over and over again, were there any babes there you were trying to impress?
No.
No babes.
Dude, there was one girl there.
Nice.
And she was not a babe.
Yeah, but she's a card pitch. You know? You're probably into it.
No, it was...
She's out there, she's dropping the scarf at the beginning of the race.
No, she
it's just a Blackhawks pennant.
It was a like Middle Eastern woman who just sat
Middle East
sat in the booth and watched her boyfriend or husband race. But she was the only girl in the whole fucking place.
Damn.
Yeah.
And wait, did you end up getting the second and or third race?
Yeah.
You got them
I
both?
won both.
Oh,
I lapped everybody on the third one.
Now, if I were to call Geik, he would back this up?
Yeah, he'd be pissed because on the second race, he had the fastest lap time because he was in front of me. He had pole position when we took off because he won the first race. And
pole position, huh?
It took me like 3 or 4 laps to pass him because he was.
This sounds like the least amount of fun I could have. Is you taking these races
going
so
fast,
seriously that you set a pole position?
You would have been
so scared.
You would have fucking hated it. It made 2 other guys who love going fast motion sick. You would have quit halfway through the first race.
I probably would have quit halfway through the first race because I already beat you guys.
Yeah, that would.
You would have had your blinker on, your hazards on, and pulled over.
I'm signaling.
I'm good.
Hey, we're good. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, right after that.
Why wouldn't you want to get to the end? Why wouldn't you want to get to the end right away? Go ahead. Who cares? Sure, I'll just be over here fucking myself. We all paid the same amount of money, but you're going to be done sooner. Good call.
Yeah. It is the best.
How fast do you know how fast you were able to get going?
They said you could get them up to about 60 on the track because the track limits the speed.
Shit, that's wild.
They were fucking fast, dude. It was fun. It was really fun.
I would like that because it was always so frustrating the first time you try to do go-kart somewhere, wondering if you were going to get a good one or a dud. Yeah. And if you had the time to do another go-round, maybe you could get a... What?
So it's a lot like podcast co-hosts. Are you going to get a good one or a dud?
Oh, sure.
You know, luckily, I got both.
That's right.
Yeah. Shut
up. But yeah, to know that they were badass would be pretty sweet. I didn't even know that they did that out there.
Yeah, they were, and all the carts were super equal. It wasn't like there was a hot cart out on the track or a trash cart. You weren't watching anybody get fucked like right away. It was definitely driving.
Were you smoking joints?
But nobody.
No, I had my pen with me though.
Eaters.
I was
cart in the cart. Did you say cart in the cart, bro? And then like honk it.
No, I left it up in the.
I thought you were so cool.
Cafe.
You were Rat Fink himself.
Oh, dude, when I was winning, nobody could tell me shit.
Did you have the hat on? Did you have the hat that was gifted to you on?
The Marlboro hat?
The red one.
No.
Mario.
Did I wear your wool hat to Vegas for the weekend?
That's a good driving hat.
You could have looked like Mario in the cart.
We had to have helmets
Rainbow
on.
Road. That's too bad.
Said you looked like Toad.
And they were a sweaty soup bucket by the time we were done. And then afterwards, me, Zach, and his brother-in-law, because the other 2 dudes were sick, and his brother-in-law met up with us for the race day.
What's his brother-in-law's name? Cody?
Ricky.
I heard they have a sweet life. Damn.
Old Ricky Ricardo. And he and I and Zach got
You ever call him Ricky Retardo?
I didn't. It was a new friend.
because that's my gamer tag. Lay off. They haven't figured it out yet. We're all having fun. Some of us are still online in the old way. All right.
But we went drifting in a cop car, a Hellcat cop car. And that was fun. We did 2 laps with a pro driver drifting us around.
Whoa.
Yeah.
How jealous were you of his job?
Handcuffed?
Dude.
They cuffed you.
We asked him the second we pulled up to the radiator cooler, Geik was like, how do you get this job? And the kid looked at him and was like, I got really lucky.
You just got kidnapped for a half hour?
Pretty much.
Like, it ruled.
You would have been mad for days if I took you on that ride.
Yeah, I don't like doing stuff like that. I was about to say dumb stuff, but you know what? I self-edited and I said stuff like that.
It was dumb stuff, but you would have been howling mad at me if I put you in that drift ride.
Well, I mean, look, I was fucking foreman at the dick sucking factory all weekend. So I think I probably could have been talked into some kind of crazy Yemeni hell ride at various instances. You know? I think getting bagged and tagged and driven into the desert to figure out a way back could have been preferable to the hours of midnight to 3 a.m. most of the last 4 nights. But that's neither here nor there.
Well, it's coming. I figured let's let Becker.
Oh yeah, I love Becker's stories.
Well, the rest of that afternoon, we were all like sore from driving fast race cars in the morning, and so we took it. We walked around like the Venetian and had a couple of snacks. The guys all had like a few beers, but nothing crazy.
Nice.
Went back to the hotel and then just talked to each other for hours again. It was awesome to catch up with the boys.
Classic almost 40 bachelor party in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Hey boys, Geik's getting married. We gotta throw all the cash in the bag. We're going to Vegas.
We went to
Awesome,
New York.
He responded begrudgingly to his friend group that he hasn't looked at in about 6 months.
Yeah.
Oh, totally sick. He responds to the man whose last text was on his birthday in 2224. Yeah, I know this squad.
Yeah.
The legendary Pussy Creepers.
And then we went. There was no. I don't even know if we talked to a girl. And then we went to New York, and Top
Not
Golf.
by choice.
We did New York, and Top Golf on Saturday after the racing. So we went to Top Golf and beat on balls for like 2 hours.
It's like you just made a young partner at the firm.
Yeah, that was more fun than I thought it'd be. I kind of wasn't stoked for that, and I had a blast.
Yeah. Well, I think like a lot of stuff, the people who love Top Golf probably can be insufferable, but the idea is pretty fucking solid.
Yeah, it rocked. And then we did the roller coaster in New York, and that ruled.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That is fun.
What about blackjack? Just learned how to play. It was fine.
He played a little bit. I didn't really. I played like 2 $5 hands and lost right away and was like, that's all the cash I have, and I'm not going to the ATM to pound my own ass. So have fun, boys.
To have a third asshole installed.
We went to the casino twice this weekend. That's how much fun we had.
And then they all saw the pool at Circo while we were down on Fremont, like eating, and we're like, whoa, we should go there tomorrow and just like watch bullshit. And I was like, yeah, I know how to get in there. We've stayed there before. It looks like a nice setup. So the next morning we went there and immediately started drinking. And then we were there from like 11 a.m. or 10:30 in the morning till like 7:30 at night.
And what are you drinking? Boston Coolers? Black Russians?
You know we're drinking bitch sodas. We had so many White Claws and Sun Chasers and Twisted Teas.
Okay, so you're doing it right.
Oh yeah.
That's well, I spoke too soon before you said Twisted Tea, but 2 out of 3 ain't bad. You're by the pool, you got the bucket, you're slurping, you're hopping in, getting a little wet from time to time, little grab ass as the cans empty. Yeah. Hey, let's get another. Hey, you see that waitress over there? Yeah, let's see if we can get her to bring a bucket. I know this kind of fun. This is great.
Yeah, we drank 14 buckets.
Wow.
Between the 4 of us.
My God.
It was a real shit show. Then literally no one knew.
That's 3.5 buckets each.
There were 2 guys in each room. So like we went back to the room. I passed out. I woke up at 1:45 in the morning. And my buddy was in the bathroom, but all the lights were on, so I thought they were out.
Dead.
So I was like, fuck, I got to find my glasses and go find the boys. And then opened the door to the bathroom to go take a piss and was like, oh my God, what are you doing in here? He's like, I don't even know how we got back here.
He's crying.
I just woke up to go to the bathroom. And I was like, I don't know how anything happened. Last thing I remember, we were at the pool.
We killed him, Jake. We killed Clem. We killed him.
So we were just like, shit. Well,
your glasses are in Clem's ass. You're like, no way. And you go find him.
So we were like, we'll just talk to the boys in the morning. I'm sure one of them had to have been responsible for getting us back here.
Yeah.
And then we're all going to the airport, and it's like, hey, do you remember? And Clem was like, I don't remember anything. And he remembered like 40 minutes before me and Geik. Like he blacked out earlier because he's a tiny little guy. And Billy's like, I don't know. I'm not worried about it. And we're like, how the fuck do we do that? We were all the way across town in bathing suits with our shit locked in a locker. Like
who ordered the Uber?
Steps. Yeah.
What happened?
Billy ordered the Uber. We figured that out, but we have no clue how anything
Any
happened.
$400 door dashes you woke up to?
No. We were all so shit-faced. I think we all just laid down and passed out.
Interesting.
So I got up at like 1:45, went down to the deli, got a couple pieces of banana bread, and then just like laid there trying not to die.
You rubbed them on your face. You applied them topically. Just rubbing banana bread all over your head. At the Vegas airport. You're not the weirdest guy there. No one's noticed. You're just massaging banana bread.
Not an eye was batted.
Yeah. Dude, I don't know if I've ever seen as many people wind sprinting through an airport as I seem to all the time when we're in Vegas. Every time we're in the Vegas airport, people are running like they just found out they had a flight.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of anonymous sex going on at the Vegas airport, so people take too long to nut, and then they're like, boarding room 7, what are we going to do?
A lot of Keith D-esque accidentally booking the flight on your birthday after you put in your birthday.
Uh-huh. Somehow also checking in, though. That was the big thing. Sophie's like, yeah, but he checked in. So, yeah, I don't know.
Huh.
Maybe he just wanted to hang out. That's fine, too.
He just missed you.
It was nice to have a little Sherpa to help clean up the backyard.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was the whole trip.
Wow. Becker.
I'm glad it ended up being good. I knew it would be good because you just have the worst thing is if you would have done a bunch of shit you didn't even want to do, spend money you don't want to spend.
Yeah,
I figured you weren't going to do that for the sake of telling other people what you did. You just got to figure out. There's a million things to do. You didn't do Neon Graveyard or Meow Wolf.
No.
Didn't go to a strip club.
Nope.
Didn't have any in-calls.
No.
In-calls might be the move.
We just ate and talked. And that's the boys, the one guy I bitched at before the trip to be like, we could have gone anywhere. We haven't seen each other in years and we're childhood best friends. He was like, yeah, last night when we all went back to our rooms at 3:30 in the morning after just talking for like 5 hours, I was like, we could have gone anywhere. Like, yeah. We definitely could have. We didn't need to be here.
No one ever needs to be there.
But we found like nice little hour-long activities to do, and then it was fun.
In between the gab sessions.
Yeah,
now you're about to pop us in. Are you off of cigs, or are you just out?
No, I just don't want to edit me smoking out of the video.
Yeah, I bet Becker went to Vegas for 3 days and didn't smoke a single cig.
I didn't smoke much on Sunday because I was in the pool drunk all day, and they wouldn't let me smoke in the pool.
Because your hands were wet, and you kept saying, "Can I get a light? Can a real player get a light?"
Hey,
baby.
I was too drunk to walk to the ashtray.
You right in the pussy. Light me up. She's like, "Sir, you're wearing a snorkel." You're like, "Yeah, my butt isn't snorkeled. I'll put it in." Torch you smoke through your butt.
Dude, it was a Who's Got 'Em parade at the Circa pool.
Did you get any photos?
Hell yeah.
No.
Video?
I locked my phone with my vape in the locker so that no matter how drunk we got, I wouldn't leave my weed behind.
Very good.
And what was this? You said White Claw and Twisted Tea, and I don't think I'd heard of the other one.
It was mostly White Claw and Sun Chaser. Sun Chaser had some lemonade tea situation going on that was actually good.
It's part of the greater malt beverage psyop being perpetrated.
There's a trillion of them.
Yeah.
I didn't know about hard Mountain Dew until over the weekend. Bobby came down from Alamosa, hung out with Bobby.
Nice.
Whoa.
And we went to Safeway to get, I wanted to get some Klaus Taller NAs, and he was looking at Tall Boys, and I saw the Mountain Dew, I think it was regular and Baja Blast. I was like, holy shit. And I wanted Bobby to get one, but he got a Pabst.
Damn it,
Tall
Bobby.
can.
What? You have to be the cool guy sucking back a Pabst out of a brown paper bag all the time?
Yeah.
Come on. Get a Mountain Dew for your fat, non-alcoholic friend and let him smell it.
Yeah, drink half and then burp in my face. Maybe I try a little.
Yeah.
In the church sanctuary.
Bobby, you're a lawyer. You can't splurge the extra $2.30 for the tall boy that you sip once and go, that's not that bad. And then drink all of while winking, but not really. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know you, Bobby. Robert.
Yeah, we had a similar thing, I guess, Becker, because he came down for the sorry, you guys are delayed. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You're having lag issues, but it hasn't hurt us at all.
Right, yeah. Okay. I just saw Sam start to act out drinking something, and I was like, what? He came down mostly because there was Rattlesnake Milk played at the Dad Lounge Friday. Ooh. But Saturday, I was like, I don't want to go out again. My throat was killing me Friday and Saturday, and so I didn't want to go yell at a bar again, and he was down for whatever. So we went up to this upstairs up here and watched Always Sunny and smoked weed. It was pretty good.
Fuck yeah.
Nice. So we came and visited Grandpa at the home instead of going to the big rock show. That's fun.
No. Friday we went to Rattlesnake Milk.
Oh, okay.
And we had a nice night at the bar.
All
and
right,
I had to scream. I had to talk to 90 people.
Well, yeah, you're in there. You walk in. Hey, what stinks? Rhonda. Hey, what's going on? Hey, Pops, can I get a couple of those crazy beers?
Wait, that's not
you
me. I'm not in
the bar.
Goodfellas.
Yeah. Uh-huh. You're like, hey, can I get a table for two? She's got them. You bring up two chairs for a lady with big tits. And you're like, hey, for your friends. I want everyone to be comfortable.
No, I'm not holding court, but I did realize
the flesh.
I probably would have had half as many people coming up to me if I weren't wearing my Lund hat to make sure everybody saw. But no, that was fine. But it was nice the next night to be able to just kick it with Bob. And he stopped watching Always Sunny after season 7 because he didn't have TV in college or some shit. Mm-hmm. So I got to show him the best ones from the last few years. So that was pretty sweet.
Nice.
And, damn, a Lund curated Always Sunny marathon would be pretty sick, honestly.
Yeah, man. The Gang Dines Out. He hadn't seen any of these. The Gang Dines Out. Charlie Work. Hero or Hate Crime. Making Dennis Reynolds a Murderer. A bunch of great ones. He had
I'm not on a first name basis with the entire catalog, but I bet those are sick eps.
Those are all
Those
great.
Are the name of the episodes, yeah.
I bet those are Mike
also,
eps.
At the
how about that?
At the bar, as soon as I came in, a young lady goes, "Hey, can I get a picture with you?" And I was like, "What the hell? I'm getting punked, right?
Yeah.
Somebody's about to pants me."
Mm-hmm. She's Chris Hansen. She's 13.
Yeah, why are you here?
Yeah.
To see Rattlesnake Milk? No, I think he came here to get milked by a 9-year-old. I've got the text to prove it.
He calls himself the Rattlesnake, though.
That is my number, but what the?
It's Creech.
When you hear the
Creech
glass,
set you up.
it's your ass. No, she came down from Denver for the show, and a buddy of hers was like, "Oh shit! If you see Lund,
the legend."
She sent me the screenshot. This is from Rob O, and she goes, or he says to her, "Trinidad, I love it. There's a place called Trinidad Lounge that I love to have cheap drinks at. One of my favorite obscure stand-up comedians works there when he's not on the road." And I've tried to run into him and buy a hat every time I've been there with no luck. Love the bar, though. And then he was surprised that we had Rattlesnake Milk because that's a bigger show. And she said, this place is pretty cool. And he said, I've only been there in the middle of the week, hoping to creep on that comedian bartender, though. So, yeah, just a funny, as soon as I'm in there, get a picture with her to send to him. Kimmers is her Insta.
She have him?
She was a cute little young lady.
Who cares?
I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure whether she had them or not, but
well, guess what?
Yeah,
I couldn't yawn any louder.
Well, let me say this: whether you've got them or not, you can get hard thanks to hymns.
All right. Well,
you don't need to have them anymore. That
was a real jackknife into the pool.
Thanks to science.
You want to talk about getting hard and seeing science be completely proven incorrect? Look, this is just a little teaser. Brent Gill, full front flip into the pool, off the diving board. Nailed it. Awesome. Whoa. Full flip, and then to the point where he landed like pencil with his feet through the water. It was amazing. Whoa. It was amazing.
Nice.
First time ever doing that? First time in a decade?
25 years. He hasn't been on a diving board. And this motherfucker says, I'm going to do a front flip. And I'm like, hey, buddy, no, you're not. You weigh as much as I do right now. All right? You're not going to do it. Gravity applies. I know you're bald. I know you're medically bald. You're sleeker than a baby seal shot out of a cannon covered in lube. All right? I get it, buddy. You're not going to do it front flip. Within 4 tries, front flip. Insane. Damn. Insane. So I was, that was the second hardest that I've been. The first hardest that I've been is taking Hims brand boner enhancer.
That's right. You've already tried pretending nothing is wrong. You've tried making weird excuses. You've already gotten mad about it.
You've already drove a couple of them away. Why not keep this one? She's a nurse.
He gets it.
Is that in the copy?
That's the first line.
You made a couple weird excuses.
Yeah. That your partner doesn't buy. Now try Hims.
Oh, no.
Prescribed by licensed providers, Hims gives men access to personalized ED treatments that you don't even need to leave the couch to get.
I can't have sex with you. I had a bunch of ants on my penis. All right? I was playing with the honey, and I got a bunch of ant bites on it. Do you want to look at it, or do you want to take my word for it? Okay.
Listen, how about you do 50 laps around the track, 60 miles an hour, rattling in your cage.
Yeah.
Tell me you can get rock hard and perform, rise to the occasion. No.
Look.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. doesn't get sucked right after a race. He's got to recuperate.
God needed a driver, and I need to have a driving glove on if I'm going to get hard, and I don't have my gloves. All right?
With options like Hard Mints and Sex RX plus Climax Control, the whole process is totally online and brings expert care straight to you. Stop with the awkward excuses and get some results already.
You know I can't get hard on Lyndon Bain Johnson's birthday.
Week 1 is right around the corner. Week 1 is Thursday. You expect me to be able to concentrate and give you pleasure? I
have 3 drafts tomorrow. Okay? What am I going to do? Take Jamar Chase in all 3 of them? No, I want to have fun this year. I don't just want to win. She's leaving. She's holding her suitcase at the front door. You're like, okay, yeah, why don't you show off that you have a suitcase? Because I have to travel with a trash bag for all my stuff. I'm in pillowcases and trash bags. Wait, I'm so hard right now. Get over here. Get over here. Get in the swing.
Online access to personalized, affordable care for ED, hair loss, weight loss, and more. Visit hims.com/chubby. That's hims.com/chubby for your free online visit. hims.com/chubby. Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products include compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription required. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information. Hims. And there is another one, believe it or not.
I saw a scary commercial today All right. I'm sorry. I was watching Fear Factor and I saw a scary commercial. What do you want me to do? The show was scary enough. I thought that I had a little break from the scares, but no. There I am. Next thing I know.
Fear Factor's advertisers are like, well, fear is in the name, so the commercial should probably also be scary.
Should probably be a factor in the advertising as well. And if they're old, they're on VC, like he's recorded them.
Haunted
so
houses,
VHS
local haunted house.
Yeah, exactly. So he has seasonal ads for haunted houses from 2003. He's like, I don't know if you remember, but Bride of Chucky was in theaters, and I don't want to see that. I don't want to be reminded. So yeah, I can't get hard. I'm so sorry.
You ever try being hotter? Maybe blame yourself for this?
Yeah. Maybe if your tits didn't look like a riddle. All right. maybe if God didn't hand you out extras on Hooter Day, it wouldn't have been such a problem. Now I have to go talk to my friend about advertising.
Becker, I'm glad that you had a good time in Vegas. A lot of times in Vegas, people come away big losers, and there's a lot of people running scams out there. 3-card Monty type stuff.
Oh yeah,
fake. It's easy for a pink arm. Man. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Where you got those shoes?
We've probably all been scammed before, but Cash App is here to cut it off right away. Cut what off? Okay, the being scammed. Not your penis, not your rock hard dick.
No.
When you get the Cash App card, not only do you get access to a ton of perks and benefits like exclusive early access to nationwide concert pre-sales or discounts on popular brands, but you also have extra security with the power to instantly lock or unlock your card right from your phone in just one tap. Sam?
I got nothing. You got mad last time when I stepped on the Cash App. So yeah. I don't know what we're allowed to riff on, what we're not allowed to riff on.
It's just all verbatim. I don't know. With Cash App, you can spend, save, and live your life knowing your money is right where you left it, with advanced built-in security, protections you count on, and help when you need it. Spend with peace of mind today and order a Cash App card in the app or at cash.app/card. For a limited time only, new Cash App customers can use our exclusive code to earn some additional cash for real. Just download Cash App, use our exclusive referral code Chubby in your profile, send $5 to a friend within 14 days, and you'll get $10 dropped right into your account. Terms apply. That's money. That's Cash App. Cash App is a financial services platform, not a bank. Banking services provided by Cash App's bank partners. Prepaid debit cards issued by Sutton Bank, member FDIC. Instant discounts provided by Cash App, a Block Inc. brand. Visit cash.app/legal/podcast for full disclosures. Cash App, catch it. Cash it.
Cash it. No, I wasn't detached from you. I just didn't know what was going to get us in trouble. And you were very upset at the last time. So this is me learning and growing and becoming a better partner for you.
Thank you. Well, there's a fine line. There's a balancing act, right, between saying the copy and also making it fun and funny and engaging. So I thought maybe I'd let you in there, but you didn't have anything. That's fine.
There's also like a fine line between like not selling any tickets and selling a few tickets. And right now we're not selling any tickets for Mohegan Sun this upcoming weekend. So if you guys want to come out, that'd be absolutely huge. That'd be mega. Columbus, Ohio. I'm there on Sunday during opening night of football. I'm definitely not canceling. I should have. I'm pissed I'm not. I'm super pissed. Mad at you. Mad at me.
At me.
No, well, Becker, you, everybody. I'm going to be taking it out on everyone and anyone who goes to the Attic Comedy Club for the 2 shows that we're doing. I thought it was 1. So anyway, come to those. Come to Sacktown.
Why not?
Come get some of that Sacktown pussy. And then Stress Factory as well.
Yeah, 9/11 weekend. Mm-hmm. Come out to New Brunswick. And again, if you are able to bring Talercio's to the Stress Factory, that would be huge. Please let us know. We will pay for it and your sandwich.
Tickets are not comped.
No, yeah.
You can meet us in the parking lot. We'll take them. You can get a picture with Becker. Mm-hmm. Not with me, not with the stars of the show, but yeah, Becker will be out there to receive the sandwiches, give you a picture. He'll tell you what car you should be driving.
Yep.
And
You
then
can see both his
Becker,
assholes.
you can see both of his holes.
If I still have the second one, I will show it to you for that sandwich.
Jake, the human bowling ball Becker, will be receiving all sandwiches at the Stress Factory and Austin, Texas. There's going to be that'll be a nice time. Lund will be there.
Yeah, making my mothership debut.
Yeah,
also,
it's going to be tough.
Yeah, I was going to say this weekend, one show Thursday, one show Friday, two shows Saturday.
Yeah, perfect.
So that's nice. And we're in the Mohegan Sun campus because we're in a casino that's not called Mohegan Sun. It's called like Center of the Earth. So it's a whole metropolis.
We have to take a trolley to the bus that takes us to the show. But we're staying we're staying in the casino, so I'm coming home with no money.
Yeah, I wish I would have thought about are you going to hang out Sunday?
Me?
Yeah.
I have to go to Columbus. Home? Remember the whole I'm going to Columbus and I'm not canceling the show?
Yeah, I forgot.
Even though I should because I deserve it and I work too hard and, just one guy. Here's something about my weekend.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's get to your stuff. Thanks for being patient. I want to hear about Becker's.
I love Becker's stuff. I heard the following phrase maybe 1,000 times this weekend. Yeah. That's probably the move. Or maybe that's the move. Between Luke and Keith and Brent Gill and Mel here conspiring, scheming. So last night at like 1 a.m. when we were in the basement, because Emily had to go to work today for her first time at work.
Oh, shit.
We were in the basement and they were talking about something to do with like, okay, if we can get milk, like, look, protein bars are coming from somewhere. All you need is the whey. But if we can buy some cows, we can get the milk, we can make cheese. And then when we make cheese, we have the whey and we make protein bars. And Keith said, man, maybe that's the move. And I said, you know what? It's never going to be the move. It's never the move, boys. I've been hearing you two jerk-offs say to each other for 15 years about the dumbest, most harebrained, pointless, thoughtless schemes. Oh, maybe that's the move. Oh, dude, that's probably the move. Has it ever been the move? Have you guys ever figured out the move? So that's just fresh on my mind about how it's never been the move.
40 companies over the years have tried to make protein bars that taste good, but we'll figure it out.
Yes.
We're smart guys.
We're smart guys.
We're hustlers.
And look, we're making the cheese, so the protein bars are the backup plan. It's free money.
Double dip.
Yeah.
Classic double dip.
Classic dub. Oh, maybe
Our
that's
money's
the
making
move.
money.
I stood up in front of the white couch and said, it's never going to be the move. It never has been the move. You guys don't know how to move. All right? I know moves. These are not moves, gentlemen. So that I just remembered that when we were talking about Cash App, because there was a bunch of financial schemes that were being hatched. And like, if you fucking cash it, if you mobile deposit a check on 2 different apps, like you get the money, and then one of them's not going to be there come Monday, but you got that money over the weekend, and it's just like you're just doing check fraud. This is just different frauds you guys are. And then, of course, it's, that's the move. It's not the move, boys. No one's moving. You're not real G's. You're not lasagna. God bless you. I love you all. This was another thing that has just been cracking me up. Okay, so as we remember, from Charlotte, the gun to your head while the guy's sucking your dick, right? Yeah. Of course. Okay.
Yes.
So we have that, right? So there we are. We're on the street, okay? Guns to my head. I'm getting my dick sucked. Okay? So we zoom out of that, and we're in a courtroom. All right? And there's a judge, and there's a jury, and I'm seated, and I have a lawyer, and it's me versus the state of North Carolina, because due to some old timey law, I was committing sodomy even though it was at gunpoint. All right. So it's very damning evidence. It's all on tape. Okay. And my my lawyer, Bobby Crane, he flips his sunglasses up, and he says, hey, I know this is pretty fucked. It's pretty damning. But hey, what would you have done? That's when the judge stands up and he says, ladies and gentlemen, the jury, I've never done this in my 40 years on the bench, but I'm going to rescind your right as a jury of his peers to decide whether or not this man is guilty of sodomy. Because I myself have been sucked at gunpoint. And what would you do? What would you do if it was your family that you had to think about your brains being splattered all over the courthouse because you refused to get sucked? Who amongst us would not be sucked? So I'm throwing out these charges. Mr. Tallent, you are a free man. Okay, so we have that. And then it zooms out, and it's Jake Becker in a board meeting. He's sitting across the big desk with a man who is clearly a Hollywood power titan. And the man is very confused. Becker's sitting there very satisfied, just smiling, kind of like...
I rest my case. I rest my pitch.
Look, do you need to hear any more? And the guy's like, so what is this? And he's like, well, that's the show. Sam gets sucked at gunpoint, gets in trouble. That's the whole show. And the guy's like, this isn't a show. This is like 2 freeze frames of a man who got sucked off at gunpoint and he's in trouble or something. I don't understand. Is this a comedy sketch? No, this is the show. I know you keep saying this is the show, Mr. Becker, but that doesn't answer my questions. All right, you can keep leaning back in your chair and putting your hands up flat by your sides. It's still not selling this to me. I am the head of a major media corporation. What am I supposed to do with this? Look, I think our time here is over. And Becker says, "Oh, do you?" Stands up. Puts the gun to the guy's head, and he's like, what? He's like, hey, you didn't like what you saw on the screen? And he's like, well, I don't know. Maybe we could rewrite it. Actually, like, look, you know what this means, right? And the guy's like, all right. And he starts to drop his pants because he thinks Becker's going to suck him. And that's when Becker says, wrong. And puts the gun to his own head, holds him at his own head at gunpoint, so the guy has to suck him off. Even though that makes, and then he's like, now who makes sense, So that has been really the most important work I've done all weekend.
That's where you went while your buddies were talking about how they were going to make their nut.
Oh, dude, that notion of pitching that, making that, that's the kind of stuff I want to make. Just the twist of like the guy like going to drop his pants and Becker going, So look, I'll say this weekend was honestly the best this whole thing could have gone.
When did you feel like shit?
Yesterday, I was pretty much over it, like yesterday was Sunday, or yesterday was Monday, and I woke up and was just kind of like out of it. And then like we went to the casino, and like Keith, instead of hanging out with us, look, I'm just going to start from the top. All right.
Yeah.
Wednesday night. All right. Brent Gill's coming to town. I go over to Emily's grandma's house. She had the bag operation recently. I'm over there. I'm chilling. Because she lives near the airport. Susanna's there. We're throwing down, we're raising hell. Hannah comes over to pick up Susanna. She says, you're picking up Brent? And Susanna says, who's Brent? And I say, he almost played a huge role in your life, Susanna, because there was like a moment when like Brent and Hannah might have hooked up and we were all like, is this going to happen? It didn't. But then there was that picture of Susanna when she looked exactly like Brent Gill. Do you remember that picture? When Susanna was like a fresh, wet fetus and she looked exactly like 38-year-old man Brent Gill.
Kind of. I'd love to see the picture again.
I'm gonna try and find it. We'll post it on the Patreon. Patreon.com/Chubby Behemoth. $5 a month. So anyway, so Brent shows up. We get Brent. Brent's in. Next morning, Sophie and Mel arrive, and we pick them up, and we go and we get you. We actually descended upon my mother-in-law's house because we had nowhere to go because Susanna has a hornet allergy. So Emily had to take her to the allergist, blah, blah, blah. We went over to Sue's house. Sue's entertained us. It's fun. She's spilling the tea on everyone's, stuff. Sophie and her chopping it up.
Launch a week post launch a week catch up.
Who's got him? Who doesn't have him anymore? And everyone knows it, but we can't talk about it. That kind of thing. So we scooped them up, and then that was Thursday night. So we had a bunch of Yemeni food. That was good. That night we went and we have dinner with the whole family. Jerry's there. I get to team up Jerry and Brent Gill. Grandma Geraldine, 95 years young. Brent Gill, into it. Historically, into that whole
Putting it
scene.
out there.
Yeah. Letting it be
The older,
known.
the better.
Mm-hmm. The more withered the berry, the less likely the juice is to get pregnant with his baby. So yeah, Brent's in his element. He's vibing. He's feeling it. He's moving it around. Jerry's batting her lashes. Brent had to parallel park her car for her. So as soon as that happened, Jerry was like, "Oh, I'm glad I wore the big diapers." So yeah, that night we took it rather easy after we ate dinner, because Emily and Brent played golf at 7 a.m. the next day. So there's the first night. No one's raised any hell. Nothing bad's gone down. Next day there's some golf.
Just the two of them.
Just the two of them. And some guy.
You couldn't be bothered.
I don't golf.
Yeah,
I'm not a big golfer.
It wouldn't be easy or fun to just try to go along to be there, and
right.
Because you're just going to be chasing your ball and being pissed. Yeah, okay,
yeah,
makes more sense. At first I was like, just go. But it's not really that easy to.
No, Brent's a good golfer too, and Emily's a decent golfer. For someone who doesn't golf, so they had a lot more fun without me. Because I don't play the sport that they were playing.
Who was the other guy?
Some dude that was just they had a twosome and they added a one guy to their group. I don't know. I guess he was an EMT of some kind. I'm trying to think of any horrific accidents or malfeasance, but there really wasn't any. I mean, look, the people that you would assume are using psychoactive substances are still using them. To a worrisome degree, maybe, who are we to judge? I don't know if you need that many drugs to, have a nice time at the park with the people who love you most in the world. But hey, we all live in a glass house. That's all. Brent Gill, he didn't blow it. He went to the casino after playing golf. He could barely move. He wandered around like a toddler, and it was fine. He's very bald now. He's I don't know, he maybe had it removed by fire or something. He's not a burn victim, but he's
smooth.
It's like glass. Yeah.
It's got a shine to it.
What? He has one of those pit bull grooming devices.
Yeah.
So he's always just polishing his bean upstairs, constantly polishing the bean.
Is that the looks like a little Roomba or whatever?
It's for reggaeton stars. Yeah. It's that technology shouldn't have fallen in his hands.
You were real closely shorn, I saw on the boat.
Yeah. I mean, I'm doing a 1 now. Emmy's doing a 1 just weekly. She's going to hit me with a 1, and that's who I am. Yeah, I'm a bald man.
That sounds good.
It's fine.
That sounds good.
It's all right. I got a bunch of cool hats, and, when Jerry passes on many years from now, someone's getting those wigs. Maybe it'll be the one guy who gives a shit about them. The guy who, for some reason, always asks about the wigs every time he sees her. Hello? Hint, hint, Jerry. So I don't want any money. I just want the fucking wigs, Jerry. Those are good wigs. Those are like Albanian hair wigs, you know? It was back in the day when like people weren't people unless they had a passport. So, I mean, no one blew it horrifically. It was honestly great. We went to Jazz Fest. We went to Jazz Fest one night and they had, this was the best, dude. This is probably the highlight of the weekend. Okay. We're at Jazz Fest. It's on the Riverwalk. It's awesome. There's food trucks, you know, it's a lot of all right now type stuff going on. It's perfect. We're smoking joints. The cops don't care. It's just a real like free, you know, the backdrop is the river. And when you look at this, then the rest, it's the city. Like, it's awesome. It's a cool, you live in Detroit and you're like, this is sick. This is a cool city. I'm glad to be in it. And they had some like insane free jazz going on. That was Thursday night. That was opening night. And it was bizarre. It was a woman being like, wind, water, earth, fire. Like she was doing Captain Planet stuff, it seemed like, you know. Guy playing freak out piano, and then a dude doing loops and rhythms with a synthesizer. I love this kind of shit. So I eat some edibles. I did just heroic levels of cannabis this weekend. You know, I called in. This was the A team as far as getting high all day.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got Tremel Cooks. He's rolling up blunts. We've got Luke. He can't not smoke something for 8 minutes. Yep. You know, Keith, kind of a raccoon type guy. He's scraping it up. He's putting it together. Brent Gill came in with 8 different 8s. We're sampling them. You know, I've got my Puffco. I stocked up on Hunna Hash. It's go time. We're doing it.
Fuck.
There's some pills, whatever, you know, big deal. Okay. So, there's some pills. There's various nasal sprays going around. I'm not engaging in the nasal sprays, but boy, howdy, do these guys keep their noses wet.
It's allergy season.
It's allergy season. You know, there's a lot of pollen in the air up here. I get it. You know, you need it. When you wake up, you need it. You need to fall asleep with it in your hand. I understand. You know, that nasal spray. You need to hiss at someone when they ask if they can use your nasal spray. And you can say, I only brought enough nasal spray for all my friends, bitch. I don't know you. That happened at Emily's birthday.
Whoa.
Yes.
A rando wanted a taste?
Not a rando. A very integral part of Emily's social structure. She was having an allergy attack. And there wasn't enough medicine to go around at that point on Sunday, you know, maybe Friday before the casino. Everyone's nose was running at the casino. Not me, not my wife. The people, and I'm not saying this protect people, the people you would expect to be, you know, having a nice time, they're having a nice time. And then my sister, God bless her, was not a screaming menace. At no point, you know, was she the right hand of death herself. You know, Mel got sleepy a couple times. Big deal. Brent Gill wandered off. We found
Mel
him.
First out.
Mel slump because Mel's also eating a lot more than everyone else. Mel loves to eat. So yeah, there was no one blowing it. But at jazz night, I'm standing by they had a VIP section that was closest to the stage with a bunch of chairs that were unoccupied. And then they had the steps. It was in the Hart Center or Hart Plaza, if you know Detroit. And then people were watching from the steps. Well, I'm standing, I'm holding onto the gate with all these, like, I'm also dressed like such a prick. I was so concerned that I looked like the Joker. I had that green Carhartt breathable. It's like, like interior of a Lincoln Town car from 87 green, like key lime. And then I had my, French seersucker jacket and my little French petite chapeau, and then my green insane pants that were made of linen. So I was power clashing. I had greens and blues, but when I got in the car, I was like, oh, fuck. Do I look like I'm trying to be the Joker? And everyone laughed way too hard, but we were already moving, so it was too late. But I had like I had the lapels of the shirt popped over. You know, I had the cuffs rolled up, so there was green on the cuffs and green on the lapels. It was I wanted to look like a jazz guy in Detroit.
I understand.
Yeah, you knew there was going to be some people showing out.
I wanted some young bloods to, all right now, me. Yeah. That's the kind of vibe I'm trying to establish. Like, this isn't my first jazz fest, all right? I built the saddles for the rodeo that you're riding, young man.
I just firmly believe that a white guy with the lapel on the outside and the cuff sleeves leans more disco than it leans jazz.
I would have killed to have been labeled as a disco enthusiast and not a James Holmes stan. That was my big fear, is that this was a real soft target to start with, and I don't want people wondering how they're going to get these scars. So anyway, I'm standing at the fucking gate, just leaning on it, like vibing to this insane free jazz that everyone's pissed off about except for me and like two other like stoners. And this dude, this Keith-esque young man, shows up to where I'm standing and he says, "Doesn't this music fucking rule?" And I went, hell yeah. And he went, "Isn't it fucked up that these VIP chairs are empty? The people should be right here, man. But they're behind these gates. The only thing that's keeping these gates together is us not doing something about it. I say we get in there." And I say, "Dude, I love where your head's at, but I am so fucking high that I cannot start the class war right now." And he laughs, and I say, "But here's what I can do. I'm huge, and I'll stand here, and I will provide my body so you can get this gate open." And he says, "Yes, give your body. If you can't give your mind, give your body." And I'm like fucking scared. This guy's intense. He's clearly on drugs, and he's a brown man. I'm a white guy dressed like, I think I'm a poet. It's an insane duo. And he's screaming, "Give your body. You can't give your mind, your body." So I stand there as this effete man struggles with the gates that are zip tied closed. He doesn't have a tool or anything. He's just rattling them really loudly. He's drooling on it. He's rattling them. And every now and then he's looking up and he's being like, "Just hold on, man. We're going to get in there. We're going to get in there." So finally, after 2 long minutes of me just standing there dog brain with my body in the way of this guy, from behind, it's my body. And I'm like this, like rigid, like looking up, like I don't see what's going on in front of me. And then there's a man in front of me. You can't see his hands, but he's just furiously just going like this. And I'm standing in front of 800 people watching jazz. So finally, he breaks it off. He does it. And he said, "All right, we did it." So he opens it up, and then he like turns around and he says to the people, he says, "Power to the people. The VIP section is ours. We got to get into the VIP. They're not here. They paid for it, but we're here." So the only people who mobilize it all are 2 middle-aged Asian women who I don't think speak any English.
Yeah, they think, "Right this way, ladies."
Right this way, lady. They see a man screaming. They see me who dressed like, maybe I work there. I dress like I'm a jazz-adjacent type cat. I don't have a brim on my hat. I'm green. I'm the Joker. So they come in and they sit, and he's like, "All right, man, let's go." And I'm like, "Dude, I'm not going in there." You go ahead. So he goes in there. It. He goes in, he turns around, and he's like, "Come on, we're doing it." And then just like a 60-year-old black security woman walks up, and she's like, "Come on, baby." And he's like, "What?" And she's like, "Come on, baby." And he's like, "What? The VIPs aren't here. Power to the people, right? Like, we're here. We should be up front." And she says, "Baby, come on, baby." And he's like, "Man, I don't want you to get in trouble, but like, we should be in here." And she says, "I know, baby." And he's like, "All right." So he leaves, and then she has to shoo out these 2 Asian women who are very confused because they don't speak any English, and they were just driven in here. And then she just comes and she closes it, and then the free jazz ended. But that was like the last 10 minutes of my experience at the free jazz, was being the human wall for the People's Army.
Yeah. Tammy had it right, because there's not a lot you can say. You can't stay fired up when a black woman security guard is saying, "Hey, baby, come on, we can't do that. Come on."
She totally took care of it in the best way.
He couldn't. Yeah, there's nothing you can do except listen. And
well, this was this guy's ultimate. He's going back to the co-op tomorrow and saying how he was the spark and the change he wanted to see in the world. And I'm stoned behemoth wearing insanely different colored clothes, just giving my body. So I guess we can. I mean, we could keep talking right now. We haven't even gotten to like the party, but
no, it's time to say goodbye. We got to save it.
Yeah, the party will be on the next one or this week's Patreon.
Yeah. Thank you guys for bearing with us. I mean, I really don't think you have any right to be mad. You still got your thing. And I lost no sleep over this decision whatsoever.
This was the only.
We're gonna
this was
be
the
there.
first time that the three of us could do an episode together, and that's what people want. So you got it.
Hey, did you guys want Becker, Lund, and Pat for your free one? No. So give us a little time. All right? Or we'll give you fucking 3 weeks of Noah Reynolds. All right? Remember, we decide who lives and dies. No, but we love you guys, and thanks for bearing with us. I was doing triage party starting and you know what? Shout out to my wife. Shout out to my sister. No one blew it. Luke, I love you. I'm a little worried, but what are you gonna do? I love everyone, and I'm glad you guys came and spent this beautiful time with my wife and introduced you to her family. And again, it went off without a hitch. I'm so proud of everybody.
Went off without a bitch.
No. We'll talk about the party on the. Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah, and we'll be together this weekend, recording this weekend. No Becker,
son.
right?
No Becker this weekend.
Yeah, but he'll be in New Brunswick. He'll be in Sacramento. By the way, if anyone has a hookup at the Sacramento History Museum, I really want to go to their printing plant that they have in there, because those guys are the best. And Austin, Texas, Becker will be there, as will Lund.
Yeah. Bye.
Columbus.